Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode with Learning Trigonometry. So for this episode we are going to go over intercepts from a graph. So here we have this given graph and we want to find out what the intercepts are. So intercepts intercepts are basically points at which a graph crosses or touches the coordinate axes. So what are the coordinate axes? The coordinate axes in this Cartesian coordinate system. Well, it's just the x-axis and the y-axis, because we're in the Cartesian 2D coordinate system. But as you progress into perhaps calculus, you will be dealing with 3D. So you have another axis, which is the z-axis coming out. Or it's just rising up. But for this, we only have two axes. We have the x and y. So what the intercepts is saying is that it's the points or the order pairs in which the graph, this is the graph, the blue one is the graph crossing or touches the coordinate axis. So we see a couple of points touching the axes. Let's identify them. So here I see the first point. It's right here. It's at -5 and 0. Right, so where's the next one? I see one. I definitely see one here, but let's just kind of estimate it. Let's say that's -2 and 0. And then let's go up and we're following along. Oh, it's touching another axis. And what is this axis? It's the y-axis. Oops. Then it should be 0 and 4. Okay, and then we're traveling down the hill. Oh, it touches another axis. And this axis is called the x-axis. So it's at, I would say, 4 and 0. All right. And let's go down the slope and go up. And here we go. We touches another point, and this point is 8 and 0. Right on. So we have our intercepts defined, right? So here, let me write it down. And then, so let's put down the order pairs. So we have -5, 0, and then -2, 0. And then 0 and 4, and then 4 and 0, and then 8 and 0. So these are our intercepts pairs. So, but what about, if we just want to identify the x-intercept? Well, the x-intercept is fairly simple, because as you can see, it's just all of this. These are these points are the x-intercepts. The x-intercepts is at -5, -2, 0, 4, 8. And so that can also be translated to the y-intercepts, right? So the y-intercept is just all of this. Okay. So let's do another one, okay? Let's do another one. Let's clear this out. And then what about this one? What about this kind of crazy graph? Well, first of all, what can we say about this? Due to the vertical line test, we know that this is not a function, but it is certainly a graph, and it certainly have intercepts. So let's plot these out. Hopefully it's not too crazy. So here I see it again. Oh. So I see it's at the first, I'm going to write out my intercepts pairs. So it's at -5, 0. And then the next one, as we go down the slope, we touches, let's estimate this again. Let's say that's -2 and 0. And then we go all the way up to 0, 5. and then we come down and we touch 3, 0, but then we go for this crazy side loop, and let's say that we touches this one, which is 0, -2, and then we touches 0, -4, and then we go all the way up again. We touches the axis again, the x-axis at 7, 0. So here we have it, folks. We have all the intercepts defined. So for the next video, we are going to be solving an equation using what we learned here.